Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Florida to host 2022 MultiGP Drone Racing Championships. Colorado MidAir collision claims 3 lives. Wizz Air reclaims stolen aircraft. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Florida to host 2022 MultiGP Drone Racing Championships. The popularity of UAV racing was compellingly evinced by the 710 drone pilots who vied to enter the 2022 MultiGP Drone Racing Championship, a 6-day event to be held from October 18th through 23rd at the No Quarter Ranch Drone Field in Citrus Springs, Florida. The event's Sport Class Championship will take place October 18th and 19th, with the 20th held in reserve as a rain delay day. The Pro Class event will commence on October 20th and conclude in grand fashion on October 22nd, with the 23rd held in reserve as a rain day. To recognize tomorrow's champions and top-ranking qualifiers, the organizers of the 2022 MultiGP Drone Racing Championship will again employ the next format, by which both the sport and pro groups will have secondary championships for the next 40, resulting in non-stop action throughout the weekend and 2 blade-to-blade top 16 double elimination brackets with Chase the Ace grand final races. Pilots ranked within the top 150 on the global list are eligible to attend the 2022 MultiGP Drone Racing Championship Pro Class weekend. The first 100 sport pilots, 151 to 250, will be invited to fill any Pro Class vacancies. Sport pilots 151 to 250 will also have exclusive access until Friday, September 9th to purchase their tickets. The final date on which event tickets may be purchased is Friday, October 14th, 2022. And after the break, NATA releases unleaded Avgas white paper.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. NATA releases unleaded Avgas white paper. The National Air Transportation Association has released a white paper regarding recent developments in unleaded Avgas following the STC approval for General Aviation Modification Inc.'s G100 UL. The association's GA Fuel Subcommittee brought together a range of industry minds to create recommended best practices for the deployment of the unleaded fuel. The group threw its support behind the Eliminate Aviation Gasoline Lead Emissions Initiative's goal of an entirely lead-free general aviation ecosystem by 2031. Annual Space Day back at the EAA's Aviation Museum. The EAA's annual Space Day returns to Oshkosh, coming back on October 8th. Space Day marks the EAA's participation in World Space Week, with activities showing off some of the highlights of the space industry's past while helping kids build interest in its future. The museum will have a distinguished guest to put a capstone on the festivities. Eileen Collins, the first female shuttle pilot and commander, will be speaking to the gathered youth to help them follow her footsteps. Boeing to resell 737 MAX airliners built for Chinese airlines. Boeing executives intend to begin reselling a drove of 737 MAX aircraft built for Chinese airlines. The narrow-body jets, some of which have been in storage for more than 3 years, were summarily refused by the Chinese Communist government following the worldwide grounding of the 737 MAX fleet, protracted COVID restrictions, and tensions exacerbated by Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi's August trip to Taiwan. Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun and CFO Brian West professed they can no longer wait for China's government to accept the long-languishing jets. Brazilian armed forces acquire H-125 helicopters. On September 16th, Brazil's armed forces acquired 27 H-125 helicopters for purpose of bettering the volume and quality of the rotary wing training undertaken by the Brazilian Air Force and Navy. The H-125 will be produced by Airbus Helicopters' Brazilian subsidiary Helibras at the company's facility in Itajuba, where Helibras also produces the heavy-lift H-225M helicopter for Brazil's armed forces. The new H-125s will replace the aging AS-350s in service with the Brazilian Air Force and the Bell 206s flown by Brazil's Navy. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Colorado MidAir collision claims 3 lives. A MidAir collision has claimed 3 lives near Vance Brand Airport in Longmont, Colorado, a home rule municipality approximately 25 nautical miles north of Denver. The accident occurred just before 9 o'clock MDT on the morning of Saturday, September 17th, and involved a Cessna 172 Skyhawk and a Sonex Xenos, a light aluminum low-wing kit aircraft marketed by Oshkosh-based Sonex Aircraft. After receiving numerous reports of an aircraft accident, first responders from the Boulder County Sheriff's Department, Colorado State Patrol, Rocky Mountain Fire Rescue, and Boulder Rural Rescue arrived on scene to find 2 separate crash sites, one in a field and the other in a stand of trees approximately 3 nautical miles south of LMO. The wreckage of the Cessna 172 contained the bodies of the aircraft's 2 occupants. The Sonex's pilot and sole occupant perished as well. The identities of the decedents, 3 adult men, all reportedly from Colorado's Front Range region, have yet to be disclosed. The National Transportation Safety Board, in a preliminary statement, has confirmed the collision occurred in VFR conditions. Neither aircraft was equipped with collision avoidance equipment nor obligated by regulation to be so. The Boulder County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the MidAir plane crash was due to a collision between Sonex Xenos and Cessna 172S Skyhawk. And after these messages, Wizz Air reclaims stolen aircraft.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor. A commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Are you tired of tucking your phone under your headset to make a call and having cords and adapters strewn about the cockpit? Experience wireless cell phone communications and your personal music with Pilot Communications BlueLink 2. BlueLink 2 gives you a wearable link to 2 Bluetooth-enabled devices at the same time and can even control your phone and music. Use BlueLink 2 with your existing headset or a Pilot Communications headset from pilot-usa.com.
Welcome back. Wizz Air reclaims stolen aircraft. In February 2022, at the onset of the Russo-Ukrainian conflict, government officials in the Ukrainian capital city of Kiev closed the nation's airspace, citing the safety risk posed by missile defenses and various and sundry warfighting gadgets collectively destructive to aircraft in flight. Shortly after invading Ukraine, Russia further disrupted the global aviation industry by brazenly seizing hundreds of commercial jets owned by U.S. and European leasing companies. 4 of the pilfered aircraft Airbus A320 belong to Budapest-based Wizz Air. This month, in an operation predicated upon daring, chutzpah, stealth, low-altitude non-radar flight, and no small amount of luck, Wizz Air crept into Ukraine and stole back one of the Airbuses, flying it out of the nation and landing it in the southern Polish city of Katowice. Upon arriving in Polish airspace, the Airbus activated its transponder and was radar identified at 10,000 feet, a preposterously low en route altitude for a big old jet airliner, were it not being surreptitiously repatriated. A Wizz Air spokesperson said of the incident, quote, "Wizz Air confirms that following an in-depth risk assessment and thorough preparation, its one aircraft based in Lviv departed from Danilo Halitsky International Airport and successfully landed in Katowice on September 13, 2022, end quote. No mention was made of the 3 Wizz Air jets remaining. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!